Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss about basics of measures of dispersion. So, measures of dispersion, first we need to understand what is the measures of dispersion. So, the distance of different values from the central value is called dispersions. According to Bowley, dispersion is the measures of the variation of the items. So this is simple meaning of dispersions. Now definitions in other sense we can understand measures of dispersions are descriptive statistics that describe how similar a set of scores are to each other. Therefore, the more similar the scores are to each other, the lower the measures of dispersion will be. So, some other conceptual points. The less similar the scores are to each other, the higher the measures of dispersion will be. In general, the more spread out a distribution is, the larger the measure of dispersion will be. This is simple meaning of measures of dispersions. Some classifications of measures of dispersion we need to understand. So measures of dispersions basically divided in two parts: absolute measures of dispersion and relative measures of dispersion. In absolute measures of dispersion, there are various types, which one is known as range, second point known as mean deviation, third point known as standard deviation, and fourth point known as quartile deviation. And in relative measures of dispersion, first one is known as the coefficient of range, coefficient of mean deviation, coefficient of variation, and coefficient of quartile deviations. So these are the basic classification of measures of dispersions. But measures of dispersions is two: absolute measures of dispersion and relative measures of dispersion. So we need to understand what is the absolute measures and what is the relative measures. This is the important points. So absolute measures, when dispersion is measured in original units of the data, then it is known as absolute dispersion. And in relative measures, a relative dispersion is independent of original units. Generally, relative measures of dispersion are expressed in terms of ratio or percentage. So this is the basic information about measures of dispersion. What is the definition of the measures of dispersion, and what is the conceptual points of the measures of dispersion? Uh, uh, if data is more scattered, if data is less similar, then what would be the measures of dispersion, and what is the classification of measures of dispersion: absolute, relative. So these are the basic information we need to remember it. Thank you.